Welcome to the vlog! Here we are with fishermen catching salmon, standing in the water and vibing and walking in the rainforest. We have very nice mushrooms. I was playing around with my iPhone 13 Pro cinematic mode. Saw lots of very cool mushrooms. I felt like I was in a video game. I love mushrooms because of MapleStory. And we have mama and baby bears in the wild catching salmon before hibernating in the winter time. And here's me vibing again. And also we took a ferry ride from Hang to Skagway where our cruise ship stopped. We saw the city. A lot of the industry relies on fishing and forestry, which is so different from the tech environment that I'm used to. Saw lots of wonderful waterfalls along the way. Here's me vibing behind the ferry. LOL. It was very windy. It was very cool just standing, and I had to be careful not to make sure my hat blows away. It was really windy, and here we are at downtown Skagway, where it was a gold rush town, so I felt like I was like in the 1800s walking in this city. We also took a wonderful railroad called White Pass and Yukon route. It was about a 3-hour journey up the Yukon route where a lot of gold rush folks took this route and for the gold rush, and it also goes into Canada. The views were amazing. It was also really cold. I stood outside almost the whole time. I don't know how many degrees it was, but I couldn't feel my hands and legs afterwards. And this is also part of the railroad where they, went bye-bye. Thankfully, we didn't go through that route because we would have went bye-bye as well. And also, we were up in the mountains. We can see our cruise ships from here. Here I'm zooming in and seeing more lakes and more rivers. Very nice. Looked lots of very wholesome Alaskan scenery. And here we are now teleporting to Juneau, Alaska. Here we have the Mendenhall Glacier, lots of glacier vibes, and here I am standing right at the edge of the water. I stepped in a little bit so I could make contact closer with the glacier, and here's the glacier with another waterfall and just vibes. And I was like, yo, this is a lit glacier, lol. I felt a little awkward vlogging in public. And here we are in the Tongass National Rainforest where we have waterfalls, and here we are visiting a salmon hatchery where there's some baby salmon vibing at the hatchery, and we're standing on a bridge and an aquarium with some Alaskan aquatic life vibing and thriving. There's a rockfish, and also a sun starfish. I also pet one of them too. And here's some downtown Juneau vibes with the fam, doing the whole spinny thingy. Now entering Glacier Bay National Park on a cruise ship. We didn't actually get to step foot on the land, but we got to see a lot of cool landscapes and scenery from our cruise ship, and it stopped at a cool couple of big glaciers as well. So here's our cruise ship, the Crown Princess ship, and we have the Marjorie Glacier up towards the right, and I zoomed in and it was really cool. A lot of folks on the cruise ship went up the deck and took a lot of photos. And here's me, the glacier, hahaha. Here's me zooming in and to one of the glaciers. It absorbs blue light a lot, that's why it appears a little bit more blue. And here I am zooming in to another ship, getting a little closer with the glacier, and here's some broken glacier floating off sad. With the ice floating. It's just such nice vibes, and the water's so shiny. And here's some folks kayaking up close to the glacier. One day I would love to do that. And here's me vibing again at the glacier, and I just love looking at the water and the aqua blue and the ice. It's so aesthetic. Love it. I also had some lattes in the glacier, just vibing, up on the deck. And here's the Hubbard Glacier, and you can see where the water separates into different lines. And here's a little seagull just vibing. This is the rangers disembarking from the ship. I always wondered how that happened, how people get on a cruise ship when it's moving, but that's how they do it. We have a boat, and here's more shots of our ship. Here we are entering Icy Straight Point on this wonderful gondola. It's very high. You can see our cruise ships from here as well. Just love looking down. I would hate for this to break, but here's me vibing in the landscape. And here's me vibing. Here, vibing. No one's saying hi to my vlog. It's okay. It's okay. And here's at the top, and we took a mountaintop forest tram. It was very dusty, but it was pretty cool. We saw lots of plants, very nice scenery, not that many animals this time. Our tour guide was a native Alaskan. He was talking about his life. Living in Alaska is so different from what I'm used to. I grew up basically in a bubble in Silicon Valley, so it's very always interesting to hear all these stories of different tribes that lived in Alaska, and here's us vibing on the tram with other cruise ship folks, and vibing again. It's very dusty, like all my clothes got dust on it, but that's okay. I wore a mask and glasses, so none of it got in me. Just me vibing on top of the mountain. And at last, we are entering Victoria, British Columbia, Canada. I think this was my first times in Canada, so welcome to Canada. Downtown Victoria, vibing. It reminded me a little bit of San Francisco. And here's the butterfly gardens. We got to see butterflies vibing in here. I've been saying vibing a lot. That's like a word of the day. Here's some insects. It looks like a log. Here's a flamingo in the wild. I love flamingos. They're pink salmon color. And some koi just vibing. If I say vibing again, I love vibing. Little nature, wildlife. Just be zooming out to see all of it. And here's me vibing again with the koi. Love koi. Here's some birds in the wild, some parrots singing and vibing again. There, love that word of the day. And here's a bird. He's knocking. It's eating some crumbs on the floor. Looks like it's vibing and having a good time. And so some butterflies, gotta bother the butterflies, ha ha ha, butterflies. Oh, and here we are entering the Butchart Gardens. We actually entered at night. It was pretty cool. It gave us another perspective, but honestly, we could probably only see about like 20% of the actual garden. So if you ever do visit, I would recommend going the daytime, but at night it kind of felt like walking in a dream a little bit. There was a lot of lights and colors, but everything looked kind of very similar. So I just took some shots of some cool landscape, but we couldn't unfortunately see it. I mean, I saw pictures of it online. It looked really beautiful. So I do wish we got to see them, but that is okay. Got to make do what we have. And so here we are seeing new perspectives of flowers and plants and vibes. And we're boarding back to the cruise ship. We actually made it back in time, probably like 10 minutes before it docked. And here we are flying home. Yo, what is up, buddies? Thanks for watching my Alaska and Canada vlog. Today I'm coming at you with a glacier in my background, or shall I say glacier. Gotta love the puns and dad jokes, am I right? Haha. And I have my jacket twinning with the clouds with the background. Anyways, I hope y'all enjoyed my vlog. I tried out a slightly different editing style. Hope y'all enjoyed the intro and my funny commentary. Hoping giving some nice travel tips and recommendations for all our buddies watching today. I also have part 1 of my vlog talking about all my adventures. Life at sea on the cruise ship was so much fun. Make sure to check that out. Made me want to book another cruise trip right after my trip. This was my first real vacation in almost 3 years because I used to have this toxic hustle culture mindset where I believed where I took time off, I would sit back. But in reality, I came back on this vacation physically, mentally, socially, I don't know, very, very just refreshed all around. And it was so fun. And now I feel like so much happier with a fresh perspective in life. Just highly recommend taking vacations, even though you might feel like, oh, I'm like taking time off from like work and like productivity. But I feel like as humans and for your own mental health and just fun enjoyment in life, it's so important to try new things, do different things, get inspiration, get out of the house and see new things and just vibe all around. One of my favorite parts of this trip was walking and vibing in the Arctic rainforest and seeing wildlife in the wild, catching salmon, like bears catching salmon, bald eagles flying and just vibing with everyone and catching salmon as well. So it was really cool seeing the bears catching the salmon directly from the water using their paws, and I saw like a nice wholesome bear family as well. I do feel like the best time to visit Alaska, also what I saw online, is around the summertime because a lot of the ports that I saw are actually closed in the winter and it gets hella cold in the winter time. So definitely recommend visiting and seeing all these wonderful glaciers, haha, before, you know, global warming. Also, I love the cruise because it is like a floating hotel. You don't even have to pack your bags up. It'll take you to so many different cool places. And also in Alaska, especially Southeast Alaska, there's a ton of places you can go to that you can't really get to. You can only get to by like airplane or boat. So upcoming, I have many more vlogs coming at your way. I just have so much footage and I've been experimenting and testing out many different video editing and content creation ideas. So I have all my Orlando vlogs covering Grace Hopper Conference, visiting EA Orlando Universal Studios, meeting buddies, being longtime buddies on the internet in person and 3D, fully rendered. So it was hella fun. I also have a lot of more day-in-the-life vlogs and also adventures around the Bay Area to show y'all around. And upcoming, I also have a lot of UX design, career, that kind of related video essay content, and lots of actionable tips to help you land your dream job or get promoted or level up in your career in general. It is taken from inspiration based on all the frequently asked questions I get. So hopefully that'll help all of our buddies and all of y'all watching out as well. I still have no idea what I want to niche in, so right now I'm just kind of creating everything that makes me happy and whatever I think is most helpful for all y'all. So make sure to like, comment, subscribe, comment down below what y'all want to see next, turn on notifications, and do the whole shebang things. I don't know what I'm pointing at, but hopefully it's one of these buttons. Anyways, I hope y'all have a nice day and stay positive and test negative.